Hey, it's Nay. And welcome back to Nay's Little Garden and Home. So, we are now into the second week of February, and I'm starting another big flush of peppers. So, I have already what is that game called? It's almost a little bit like that Clue game, Guess Who or whatever game. Anyway, I've labeled all of them, and we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more 6-cell trays, and I'm gonna be starting another big batch. I think this is the main batch, but I might start another secondary batch with some few I have extras of. The primary chunk of this are my varieties that I considered my main varieties for this year. So I intend to grow 4 to 5 plants of this. So we're just gonna skip, jump right into it. The first one I have over here that I'm gonna plant is the Eros pepper and the Ajvarski. The Eros pepper is a newer one, so I only have 3 I'm trying to plant, and I'm gonna put 1 pepper per cell because this is at 89% germination rate. And then the Ajvarski pepper, this is a year old, but I don't think I'm gonna put 2 in every single cell. I'm gonna alternate. So let's do this one first. Let me know what some or all of the pepper varieties you're gonna start, because right here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 10 different varieties here, and I still have 3 spots I can fill. So, oops. How many? I'm starting 3, and I'm literally only gonna put, 2 dropped in that one, so I guess 2 it is for that spot. But yeah, I just don't want to waste seeds, especially since this is a Johnny's seeds. So it was not cheap. And this should go pretty fast because I've already labeled everything. So this is saying that there are 25 minimum seeds in here. And, well, there's like 28 in here now after using the 3 seeds, or 27. So that I got more than the minimum, which is great. And the arrows, just a quick refresh, is the mini yellow bell peppers. The next one we're gonna do is that Ajvarski, like I said. This is what it's looking like. It's a stocky 2-inch plant. 2-foot plant covered in 6 to 7-inch rich red pots. I was like, that sounds small. Okay, so it's actually a pretty decent size. As you can see, they're like thinner than like a they're thinner than like a block. It's not an actual blocky pepper, like a bell pepper. This one I'm gonna put 2 and 1. I have 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what the issue is. I was like, how am I only have 3 for this? Ajvarski is one that I need to have more than just 3. So this other 2 out of the 3 cells, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Ajvarskis in there. I put 2 and 2, 1, 1, and 2 seeds per cell, and I still have at least 10 seeds in here, so that's amazing. But I'm starting, I want to say, I think we're actually at 12 weeks before my last frost. So 2 weeks from now, we'll see if anything really starts germinating, if I have any issues. And peppers, you want to give 3 weeks, but I'm going to check back in 2 weeks. And if I'm having issues at that point, I might just start some more. It's okay for me personally to have a little extra, and I would prefer to have a little extra to give to my mom and stuff like that. And I have another space that I haven't accounted for that can definitely use some extra peppers before I go ahead and forget what I just planted there. Ajvarski. And I'm technically planting extra because I really need to have this minimum, right? Don't plant the minimum amount of seeds that you need. And then, you know, if something happens, you're gonna be heated. Like if it don't come up or, you know, it doesn't make it. One of the seeds or more than, one or two of the seeds, not today, I'm gonna start, but I'm gonna start some more in about a few days or whatever. Those, honestly, some of them didn't, ended up like they came up and then they didn't make it. So that's something you definitely want to keep in mind. The next is the yellow monster. I have 4 cells for this because I need 4 to 5, but I'm gonna mix between 2 and 1 seeds per cell because, like I said, one, I want to help germination, and it's not a big deal if I'm gonna just poke a little hole so I don't have to worry about this like this. So it's not a big deal if I have extras. Okay. Oops. That's it. That's all. And then I'm gonna cover it back over. Pepper seeds do need to be covered about 1/4 of an inch. And these are yellow, but they're like, look at them. Those look like bell peppers. They're large and they get to like 8 inches long and like 4 inches wide, which is pretty wide. So I'm really hoping. I tried to grow this last year and I didn't have the success I thought I was going to have. Cheers. I have some tea here. Chamomile. The next is Thanos. This is something I started, and guys, this year I'm actually, so quick before I say that, last year I overwatered some plants and so they passed away due to overwatering, but this year I'm underwatering so far, so I'm trying to up my game on that because I don't want you to, I mean, them not making it regardless is aggravating, so I'm trying to avoid that just as a whole. So I'm putting 2 seeds in each for that one. And this is all going on a heat mat. So that's the Thanos. So 2 6 cells done. The next one is the Ozark Giants and the Pizza My Heart. Ozark Giants. There it is. Oh, I haven't even planted this. Oh, I just got this year. I'm gonna put 1 of each and see what happens first. Because this is for 2026. Minimum 25 seeds. That's great. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I wanted to make sure I was gonna get this. As you can see, this is another bell pepper. You can have it green or red. Holy moly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 6, 8, 12. There's at least 35 to 40 seeds in here, and this says 25 minimum, so I hope these really germinate well because that is gonna be great. Oh my gosh, I dropped 2 in one of those cells. Oh no, that's 2 in that one too. Okay, that one only has 1. I need to calm down. Okay. There goes that. The Ozark Giants. The next one I'm doing are the Pizzas My Heart. I have 1, 2 of those. I'll probably end up starting a couple more in a week or so. When I tell you last week I had to tell myself not to start these seeds in that same week, crazy. I was like, you can do this, come on girl. All right, so I just did the Pizza My Heart, and that last free cell I did a 3rd Pizza My Heart. The next one I'm gonna do is the Alessia. I have 5 here. I'm gonna just do a mix of these, the red and the yellow. It looks yellow, but are they considering this orange? So it's bright orange. So I had very good germination. I don't know about germination, but I had very good growing patterns on the ones that I did manage to get outside. They grew very thick-walled. I'm putting 2 per one because I really need this to be that girl. And I don't mind at all if I have extra. But they were like very thick-walled. I found out I actually prefer thick-walled peppers as opposed to the thinner walls. I'll eat both, but the thicker wall ones. And this was so sweet. It might have been the sweetest pepper I've eaten before. There's actually a good amount of seeds in these. Okay. So that's that. The next is the Tangerine Dream. This is, they look like jalapenos, but it's a sweet pepper, and they're so beautiful. And the plant is actually very small. This might have been the smallest pepper plant I grew last year, but it put on a good amount of fruits, because as you can see, I mean, it's like a jalapeno. They're only about like 3 inches big, so you can put on a lot more with that, but they were quite sweet as well. People said the Lessias were small, I guess, in their garden. I don't know if there was a fertilizing situation. They weren't like huge, but they definitely were not like super small by any stretch of any imagination. So I put 2 seeds in 2 cells and 1 seed in 2 cells, and we're gonna see how that goes. The next one, the last 2 are the Marconi and the Jimmy Nardello. So here is the Marconi. The last ones for today, at least. The Marconi, I didn't open this. Yeah, this was packed for 2025. Wow, I'm tearing up this one. Oops. So this gets 6 to 8 inches long, which is pretty big, but these are definitely slimmer. Kind of like the Ajvarskis. I'm trying to bring as much variety into the kitchen from my garden, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. I know that there's some gardeners, 3 went into that one. Let's try to just get 2, because this is from last year. So I have 3 cells there. I put 2 in most of them. Anyway, if I can, what was I saying? If I can give myself variety, at least these days, I don't know how I'm gonna feel in 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, whatever. But as of right now, we eat a variety of things. I like of color, reds, yellows, oranges, green, you know, the white for the, you know, onions, yellow for onions too, and red onions. Anyway, I'm saying all of this to say, if you give yourself as close as you can to what you typically like to have, and even expand, because I don't think I've eaten Jimmy Nardello's from the store or Ajvarskis from the store, but it's giving me a variety that's gonna make it more fun, and also harvest too, because harvesting and gardening is work. It's a hobby, but all good things, you know, take time and take work. And so this is the skinniest sweet pepper I think I'm growing. I think almost like a little bit thicker, like wider than a jalapeno, but closer to that one. This is about, it doesn't tell me how long this gets. Oh, pity. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of seeds in here. That's one of the things I do like about Baker's Creek, is that they'll tell you the minimum, and I'm sure that there are people who do get a minimum. I'm putting 3 seeds in this, but I have yet to be one of those people. I'm putting 3 seeds in because I feel like lately a lot of the gardeners I come across have been complaining about their seed quality. So we're gonna see what happens with that. For me, I haven't had any major issues with them. I still have a few. That's all for now. I still have a few I want to plant out. Think like my shishito and the cayenne. I have to restart up some of the super spicy ones because some of them are not doing as well as I'd like for them to be doing. I'm just covering over the seeds instead of burying some of them, like pushing them deep. I'm just going over it, and I'm going to wet the top of the soil. Some of this has like large chunks, so I'm trying to just do this so only the small pieces drop. I won't be buying this mix again. It definitely has too many big chunks for seed starting. I haven't had what I feel like I haven't really had a lot of issues but enough just by looking at it that I don't want to have that issue, if that makes sense. So I'll just avoid this in the future. So that's that. All done. Thank you so much for watching this whole video. Like I said, let me know some of your varieties that you'll be growing this year down in the comment section. Don't forget to that like button and subscribe. We're gonna go through this process together, in the house to outside to harvest time to pulling it out and what I might plant after that. Bye bye.